Udah ketiga hari ini aku ke gereja.
Thank you so much for all my friends. This is my third time after I got cancer. I came to the church for the third time today.
Ya, saya mau ini hari saya mau mengucap syukur pada Tuhan.
Amen. Thank God.
Yeah.
What happened?
Tuhan itu sungguh baik sama saya.
God is really, really kind to my life.
Ya, saya mau sedikit sharing tentang sakit saya. Masih ingat waktu Ko Fernando sakit?
I want to share a little bit to my life. Do you remember when Fernando got sick, my dad got sick?
2 bulan dia hampir 2 bulan nggak bangun-bangun.
Almost 2 months he's unconscious. He is in coma.
Saya mohon sama Tuhan, ternyata Tuhan dengar.
Amin.
I just pray to God every single day and God listens.
Ya, sama dia pulang, saya rawat dia ada 6 bulan. 6 bulan, saya mau ajak dia ke dokter, takut dia sakit lagi.
After he came home, I nursed him for like 6 months. He needs help for everything.
Ternyata di dokter itu ada yang pasmir, dokter pasmir.
So I bring my husband to the doctor, and also in that time I also want to check my body too.
Aduh, aku pengen periksa deh. Waktu diperiksa ternyata dia bilang aku ada sesuatu di perut saya. Jadi dia suruh aku ke dokter lain.
So I did pap smear and they found some like a cyst inside my ovary. The doctor told me to come to another doctor, like more specialist.
Terus dia aku dikatakan terus aku bingung gitu, kayak waduh, aku sakitnya parah juga. Fernando memang lebih parah, tapi aku juga parah. Tapi aku pikir Fernando yang dikasih napas tinggal sedikit, masa saya masih takut sama ada Tuhan. Jadi saya mesti semangat, saya percaya gitu.
When I went to the doctor and I found out this is gonna be serious, so I thought my husband, it was like really bad. His breath is like this small, and God can do something about him. There's no way God can do anything about myself.
Terus saya tanya, teman saya ada satu namanya Betty, dia baru jalani operasi kandungan yang seperti saya.
So my dear friend Betty, she told me because she got the same kind of, she's not cancer. She's not cancer. She got like a tumor, but in the same area. So I talked to her.
Terus saya tanya dia bagaimana, saya ada kena sakit ini Betty. Terus dia kasih saya dokter, ini Cimimi ke dokter ini yang bagus. Terus makanya saya percaya, aduh Tuhan kasih saya mujizat, dia ketemu orang baik, bisa kasih saya tahu. Kalau enggak saya nggak tahu apa-apa.
I have no experience about cancer, so Betty told me about everything that she told me about the doctor. So I went to the same doctor because I have no idea about any cancer. I never got cancer before.
Akhirnya saya ke dokter itu suruh anak saya yang bisa ngomong, saya nggak bisa ngomong terlalu Inggris. Jadi Amel selalu yang terjemah. Terus ke dokter itu diterimanya sampai sebulan lebih.
So I went to this doctor with my daughter, me. So I literally come to her with her every single time. Whenever she needs me, I help her translate everything. They hold us for like a month for wait. So like the doctor wants to know what happened to her first for like a month.
Terus udah gitu saya ke dokter terusnya. Ke dokter bilang saya harus dioperasi katanya. Ya udah, saya bilang bisa jalan lain nggak ada jalan lain karena ini udah besar katanya.
I came to the doctor and the doctor saw that the cyst is pretty big. We don't know what is that at that time. So we went there, and then the cyst was big, and doctor said we need to do surgery. This is no other way. This is the only way, so we know what's happening inside you.
Akhirnya saya bingung juga ya. Wah, bagaimana kita operasi, pak, biaya dari mana?
So I was scared. I was scared financially. It's gonna be a lot of money. It's gonna be so expensive.
Udah sakit, mahal, nggak ada insurans.
I have no insurance. It's gonna be
Bagaimana?
expensive.
Aduh, saya selalu doa sama Tuhan. Bagaimana Tuhan, saya masih punya cucu gitu ya, yang tolonglah ya.
I prayed every day that, you know, I have family. I have my granddaughter. I want to see them first. I don't want to have something bad happen to me.
Akhirnya terus dokter bilang ini harus cepat dioperasi katanya, kalau nggak operasi bisa terlambat gitu katanya.
And the doctor said, she said, you need to do surgery right away before it's too late.
Di dalam hati campur itu pikiran.
So in my mind, it was bad. Like my thought is like so many thoughts that I need to think in that time.
Akhirnya aku bilang sama dokter gimana, kata dokter ngomong sama Amel, suruh itu kamu ngeplay aja ini. Akhirnya dia ngeplay, kita disetujuin.
So the doctor told us, if you don't have any insurance, you can just like talk to the financial assistance, and I actually did it for her. So we actually got accepted for financial assistance.
Udah disetujuin, saya langsung dioperasi 2 hari. Itu operasinya bukan pakai dokter katanya, pakai robot katanya.
So the surgery was kind of makes me scared because it's not the doctor doing it, it's robot that operated by doctor, of course, but it was with robot with camera.
Ya, aku masuk ke dalam itu, saya takut sekali robot yang operasi saya.
I came to the surgery room, I was scared to death. Why is the robot gonna do surgery on me?
Saya, aduh Tuhan, tolong Tuhan, kalau robot itu salah operasi saya gimana gitu.
I was scared because it's not human doing it, so I was like, how is the robot doing it? How if it's do bad job?
Terus saya masuk ke kamar, saya disuntik, saya udah nggak tahu apa-apa, bangun dari jam 9, saya bangun kayaknya jam 3 ya.
So I was like unconscious for like about 6 hours. I got unconscious started from 9 and I woke up at 3 at evening.
Udah selesai, Amel ada di samping saya sama Fernando.
My daughter and my husband was beside me that time.
Iya, aduh Tuhan, terima kasih Tuhan. Saya benar-benar terima kasih sama Tuhan. Tuhan, ternyata udah robot itu udah selesai ituin saya. Iya, tapi saya nggak berani lihat ya, takut itu.
I kept thanking God that the robot did a great job. I actually survived.
Akhirnya saya itu udah robot itu bikin perut saya gede, gembung. Ditiupan sama angin baru robotnya bekerja katanya.
Yeah, so the how they do it is like they put gas in her belly, so the belly gonna be like puffed out. So the robot, the hand of the robot can get inside and see everything, can move a lot if there's like more space inside her body.
Ya, akhirnya saya udah bangun, waduh, perut saya kok kembung gitu, nggak bisa tutut, gede gitu kayaknya.
I feel bloated. I feel like
baru 1 hari saya disuruh jalan sama suster.
A day after surgery, the nurse told me to walk around.
Aduh, palanya kayaknya masih pusing, tapi Tuhan, saya mesti jalan.
I feel like dizzy, but like I keep telling God that I can't do it. I need to walk.
Karena jalan itu bisa buangin angin saya di perut.
The nurse said that by walking the bloated
Tegas kamu.
Akhirnya saya Setiap jalan saya selalu melangkah, Tuhan tolong, Tuhan tolong, ampun Tuhan.
Every step that I took is painful, so every time I walk, I was kind of telling God help me, God help me.
Iya, selalu saya minta tolong. Akhirnya diperiksa